Let's talk a little bit about some Jupiter product updates. Here we have, of course, Meow. What can you tell the people about the Jupiverse update?
I want to just do a very quick cover, right, of the Jupiverse update. As you know, there are three key things for Jupiter. There's a platform, there's a token, and the community. We obviously have a very elaborate platform that's way bigger in scope than most other projects. And the reason we do that is because we really want to do a lot of learning and figure out things together as a community. We have about 5 main products. We have Spot, we have Ape, we have Mobile, we have Perps, we have LG. On the developer side, we have the most comprehensive API, sales APIs, liquidity APIs, and anywhere in crypto. We've been streamlining everything, right? We've been doing two things, right? We've been doing retrospectives. We've been doing, we've been going to community and going, hey, this is the Spot product. How do we improve it? What is the main thing here? And we're doing that across everything. Obviously, Ape is a lot newer, right? But we're doing it. Mobile, we've been working on to get it ready. And mobile will be ready soon. Okay. And the key focus at the start will be the swap function, right? Creating like the best ever decentralized swap UX in the world. That's actually our key focus. I think we have done a ton of Perps, and Perps is incredibly important for Jupiter, right? Because it is one of the top DEX or Perp DEXs in the world. We have been working really hard on the stability front so that even when the network get congested, we're able to deliver it extremely well. We've been working a lot in terms of the fee structure such that it is extremely competitive to traders, but also get a good rate to JLP holders. Because it's not just a fee, it's also kind of like how you get enough people to use it, such that it actually balances out the risk, of holding those assets. So JLP has a very nice sharp ratio. In the past, we couldn't do it for two main reasons. The first main reason is that our utilization used to always be really high, right? Like 90%. So we actually need to kind of grow the JLP liquidity first to a point there's gap, right? There's enough gap to actually execute the limit order. Otherwise, people will place the limit order and they can't execute it because there's not enough liquidity. But now we have done a pretty good job growing the JLP liquidity such that there's sufficient liquidity to actually execute limit orders. We also done a ton in terms of improving the data. We have some major upgrades coming on Perps very soon as well. Obviously, GUM is something that we think a lot about, but it's kind of one of those longer term things. We're definitely working on it. In summary, we have been doing a lot of experiments and iterations and features and everything the last few months, but I think things are finally getting consolidated.
Personally, very excited for mobile. I think it's a kind of a key part of this kind of great migration strategy of how do we help extend this to even more people. Mobile is where the world is.
One of the big things they're trying to do for the mobile is not just to make it a mobile app, it's also to kind of have the community integration as part of it. Some things like voting notifications, but it won't be on for day one. Day one, it'll be very simple. Day one, we're just going to get it out there and we iterate on feedback. That's the point. Number one, what happens to the unclaimed jupe from the jury? And secondly, when's the extension vote? I think I'm proposing that we fund the ASR from the unclaimed jupe. That means the unclaimed jupe will go into funding ASR for 4 more seasons.
How much unclaimed jupe is there to give people a sense of scale here?
About 230 million. Let me share some thoughts here, right, about tokens. For tokens, the most important thing to do is, number one, token integrity. That's why we do the transparency audit. The second important thing about the token is the manifestation. What do I mean manifestation? Now we created this thing, this symbol of value. Now we are all owners of it. So how do we work together to kind of manifest it, maintain the value, to growing the value, instead of me or a few other people deciding kind of how to grow or manifest it? Let's do it together. Let us all be part of the process, of growing and of manifesting the value together. Those are the three founding key principles. Number one is token integrity, and number two is manifestation, and number three is the idea of certainty. I want to make sure that me as an individual and the team is fully aligned with the community. People often ask what PPP is in practice. It's not about promising the price to go up, because anything that is certain will be abused to the point that it won't be. But what we can do is that we can actually make sure that I am personally aligned, that all the stakeholders are helping each other and supporting each other. But I think what's actually really important is the rockier things get, the more PPP it needs to be. Because when the going gets tough, the weak goes PPP, the tough goes PPP. And I think it's very important that at this point in time, we build an even stronger community that helps each other. And I think it's great that Famous Cloud is mentoring the community and making video edits. I'm really great to see all these microgrants coming online, to see pre-boarding doing content, see that the cadets are organizing themselves. And it's actually fucking amazing. So I think in summary, and focus on being a PPP community, meaning that we try to help each other. And for example, for me, what I try to do is I try to give you more certainty. So I do the audit. In contrast, a PVP community, they blame other stakeholders, they blame the VCs, they blame the other members, they blame everything, and then they attack the other communities. Obviously in Jupiter right now, we're trying to address a lot of the concerns and fears so people feel safe in this space. Where if you don't feel safe, you can't do PPP. Stop hoping for the boo. But instead, we focus on ourselves and our communities and our own skills.
There it is. I think an important piece of mental programming for everybody, and especially in these rocky times when it's easy to kind of lose the faith or lose sight of what we're trying to do here.